I'm John McPeak, and this is Community Focus presented by the Friends of MCTV. In this third segment, our guest is Matt Collins, the Communication and Events Coordinator for Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Great Lakes Bay region. Welcome to Community Focus.
Hey, thanks for having us, John.
Now, Matt, according to your website, there are currently 455 local kids who have a caring adult mentor. However, there are some kids in the Great Lakes Bay region who still need a life-changing mentor. Can you tell us how Big Brothers Big Sisters is looking to pair up those kids with an adult mentor?
Absolutely. Well, especially this time of year, we start to focus on mentoring. People's summer plans are starting to wrap up. Kids are going back to school. People are starting to think about opportunities like this, and it's always been a great opportunity for us to remind people of the importance of mentoring. And it's this time, the 56 kids currently on our wait list throughout Midland, Saginaw Bay, and Isabella counties who need that life-changing big brother or big sister. And so that's why we are once again launching our fall recruitment campaign this month to focus on telling people that mentoring is a need, mentoring is awesome, first off, and that we right now have 56 kids on the wait list who need a mentor. So when you think of Big Brothers Big Sisters, you probably think about our community-based mentoring program. It's the most popular one, where we match an adult with a child, and 2 to 3 times a month they do low or no cost activities together in the setting of their choosing within a few certain parameters. So that is probably our most notable program, and one that a lot of people say has provided some incredible impact, not only for the littles, but for the bigs as well.
And what other programs do you have besides the community-based mentoring?
Well, we also have here in Midland County a very active, 2 very active site-based programs, actually. Our Lunchbox Learners program is an excellent opportunity for community volunteers who want to help out with reading. We've decided to take on the difficulties a lot of kids are facing in K through 3rd grade with getting up to that 3rd grade reading level, and with the state of Michigan passing new laws involving 3rd grade reading, we think it's more important than ever to tackle that issue. So we have our Lunchbox Learners program, and many elementary schools throughout Midland County have a Lunchbox Learners program, and 1 day a week mentors team up with a child, again K through 3rd grader, and they focus on reading and working together on that. And then we also have our Teaming Up with Youth program, which pairs up some high school students in the area with students from local elementary schools 1 day a week after school. And they focus on team building and STEM-related activities together. It's a group setting, but again, one big and one little work together on a weekly basis. So both those programs just launched this month, actually, for this year. And we will continue to look for mentors for those until they are completely full.
Well, let's get back to the community-based mentoring. What's involved in becoming a big brother, big sister?
I think that a lot of people fear that it's going to be too expensive, too complicated, too scary, and we want people to know that's really not the case. Again, we're only asking for 2 to 3 times a month, so it's not a major time commitment. Once every week or two, just do something together. Go to the park, cook dinner, go to the library, go attend a sports game, something like that. Just an opportunity for you and that child to be together and really focus on what's going on in their lives. And a lot of the kids that we serve with Big Brothers Big Sisters, maybe they come from single parent homes, so maybe they're a young boy who doesn't have a father or really much of a male role model in their life, and having that friend who can be a male role model makes a huge difference. Or maybe they're struggling in school, and having somebody who they can talk to about failing grades or bullying or something like that can make all the difference. So it's really, the kids we're dealing with, it's not as challenging as a lot of people think, and we have match coordinators who are able to provide the resources when needed, especially within the first year of a match. You're going to speak with that match coordinator once a month, and they're going to talk to them about what's going on, and they'll be there to answer your questions, and if you have anything that pops up in the time being, they're also there to help you out with that as well.
So to start with, a person interested needs to submit an application, get into the system, and then what happens?
Then we will go ahead and start the match process. So you can go to createbigchange.org or just right to our website, bbbs.greatlakesbay.org, and fill out an online application. And from there, you will be contacted by a match coordinator in your vicinity, learn a little bit more about you, what your interests are. We're going to do a background check because child safety is absolutely our top priority. So we're going to need to make sure that the kids are being put into safe environments. We're probably going to do some home visits and stuff like that as well, again, for safety. And we're going to match an adult and a child up that have similar interests or who we think will be a good fit. So we want to find out, kind of what age groups you're comfortable working with, find out what interests you might have. If your interest is baseball, and we're probably not going to match you up with a student who has never looked at a baseball in their life or something like that. We're going to make sure that it's going to be a good fit for everyone involved, because we want to build those long-term mentoring relationships at a minimum of 1 year, but hopefully much, much longer, and many of our matches remain friends well into their adult years.
Well, besides the time commitment of several hours each month, is there any cost to the volunteer, or are all costs covered by Big Brothers Big Sisters?
We certainly wish we could cover every single cost, but the fact of the matter is we just don't have the budget for that. So we do encourage, as a result of that, low or no cost activities. I mentioned a few things earlier: going to the park, family game night, going to dinner, the library, something like that. Things that can have a huge moment on a child that don't have to cost too much money. Now, a lot of our mentors, especially once they've built up those relationships with the kids involved, want to do something a little larger, a little more expensive perhaps. Some of them choose to cover those activities on their own, and we've been fortunate that we have some great options from supporters in the community to help some of our mentors cover those activities. I know we built up a great partnership with the Saginaw Spirit, giving some of our bigs and littles a chance to go take a limo ride to a Spirit game, meet the team, things like that. We have the Daisy Fund, which a very wonderful donor has established in the last couple of years, where we've been able to provide a truly unique experience to our bigs and littles that's covered fully through that fund. We've sent people to Broadway shows in Detroit. We sent them to museums in Chicago. We've sent people to Mackinac Island, things like that, through that fund. So there are some opportunities that oftentimes present themselves in those ways as well, but we really do think the foundation of mentoring is those low or no cost activities, where it's not so much about the activity but the time the bigs and littles are spending together, getting to know each other, and really helping each other in a lot of ways through life's ups and downs.
Sure, building a relationship, becoming friends, and getting to know each other.
100%.
Now, again, how can someone contact Big Brothers Big Sisters to apply to become a big, or to learn more about any of your programs?
Absolutely. A lot of great information on our website, bbbs.greatlakesbay.org. You can click the Be a Big tab, or you can just jump right to the Be a Big page if you go to createbigchange.org, and there's more information about being a big and an online application you can fill out right there. It's probably the easiest way to do it. We're also available by phone, 844-4-BE-A-BIG, and when we're around the office, you can call if you want more information, and we'll hook you up with a match coordinator who can help you be a big brother or big sister and change a life.
Well, Matt, thank you for joining us on Community Focus to give us that information on how to become a big. In our final segment today, we'll hear about what's happening at the Delta College Planetarium.